The revolutionary new sequel, AI 2, by Paradise Decay is coming 2023. Sweet!
Hi guys, PD here, welcome to the channel, welcome to another new video. Today I want to show you my step-by-step guide on how I make VR videos. I'm hoping this video is going to be a bit of a guide for those of you wanting to start out on YouTube making VR videos. I've been doing this for about 6 years now. I'm hoping what I'm about to show you is going to be really constructive and helpful. I'm hoping not to leave anything out. I want to share the whole process from start to finish. Now there's 3 methods I use for recording. To record myself, I'm using my basic phone. It's one of the latest phones, so the technology is really good for recording video footage, and it does the job that I want it to do. To record my VR gameplay, if I'm on the PC, I will use a program called OBS. I'm going to show you that program later on. If I'm recording VR on my Quest Pro or my Quest 2, I tend to record footage on the headset itself. So the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro, you can actually record your gameplay in the headset, and that's something that you can do, and then you can transfer the files across onto your PC. Audio wise, I've been using an Antlion mod mic. I've used these for many years. Really handy. They've got like magnets on them, and you can clip them to the side of your headsets like this. So it's really handy when you want to record audio. Having said that, I've been having some problems with the mod mic and my recording recently. I've got a feeling it's not a problem with the mod mic, it's a problem with Windows 10 and an update with the software. You might have even noticed in some of my videos when I've been talking, there's been some static, some crackling in the audio. This is my second mod mic and I'm still having the same issues. So I don't think it's the mod mic. Today I'm using a brand new audio solution. It's the DJI mic. This was recommended to me by my good friend and fellow content creator, Dr. Oculus, when we went to Guildford in London to check out Switchback and the brand new game on the PlayStation VR 2. We use these mics for recording inside the car. So this is my first time trying the mic in my own home. If this fails, and if my mod mic fails, I have to use the recording on my phone as a backup. I don't like to use my phone audio because the quality is not very good. This is really handy. It comes in a nice little box look. This box is all charged, you can see here. There's a second mic here as well, so that you can have 2 people using a mic each. These mics come with a really handy transmitter here, look. And this is telling me that I'm recording. This is like my monitor. The battery life is about 15 hours. Plenty of battery life for what you want to do. Also, these will be really handy for when I'm out in the field. If I go to events, I can now record everything on here. And if I've got like a guest, or if I'm doing a podcast with somebody else, I've got a second mic here. These are both wireless mics as well, so they are really handy for making VR videos because you can move around and not have to worry about the sound. Now if you've got like a PlayStation VR 2 and you're doing a lot of videos where you're sat down, you can use something like the Rhodes mic. This is something I've never really used it yet. I purchased this so that I could like record when I've sat down, but this is like a backup if I need it. I have used this mic a few times when I've been like in conferences talking to people, but I hardly use it for recording when I'm making VR videos. There is other equipment I use to help recording the videos. You can probably see there, look. You see that light behind me? I'm going to turn it on. There's light. You see the little thing hanging down, the little plastic thing? What I'm going to do is normally this phone, I'll take this phone and I'll put it in there, and that's what I use to record myself on. So I'm just going to turn it on now just to show you. That's a ring light. It's really cheap. You can get them from like your local convenience stores. I think it cost me about £4 or £5. You've probably noticed when I've been doing like Quest Pro videos, you can see the ring in the actual headset. That's my main lighting for when I'm doing VR videos. It lights me up really, really nicely. Ideally, I would like a few more lights, some proper lights in each corner, just to make the brightness a lot better. But for now, that has been adequate for what I need. When I'm stood up, I'm facing this way when I'm recording. My green screen's around here somewhere. I'm going to show you the green screen. So I'll put my camera in the middle there and I record myself from that point of view. I'm going to set this phone over there now. I'm going to set up the green screen. The green screen's a really cool piece of kit as well. It allows me to put myself into the game and I can remove all the background. Some people like to record themselves in their house with like a border around the screen. Myself, it's so much fun having a green screen. Highly recommend one. Okay, let's move the camera. Now I'm going to set up the green screen. The green screen is portable, so if I'm like recording VR while sat down, I can bring it up really close or I can put it further back in the room. For today's video, I'm going to be using the back of the room, so I'm just going to set up the green screen now. So this is the green screen look, and as you can see, it's quite portable. It's not too heavy. And you just pull it up and that's it. So when I'm recording my VR videos, I will be standing here. I have a little mat that I stand on. So I stand on this mat and I know I'm in the center of the room. I don't wear shoes. So I can use my feet to work out where I am on the mat. This chair, I will move out of the way as well. Now I need to find out what game I'm playing today. If I'm doing any recording, I like to use prompts. So I'm about to record my desktop and I'll give myself a little prompt. So here we go. Recording desktop now. That's going to allow me to sync up my phone video with my PC video. Also, it's going to allow me to sync up any footage I use on like the Quest Pro or the Quest 2. Okay, so now I'm recording my desktop. You can see what I'm doing, look. You can see me moving my mouse around. I keep notes of all the games or the keys that developers give me, and I tend to keep note of any embargoes. So I'm going to go down my list of games to do. This is a really big list. In fact, it's so big, it spans back to 2021. So I still have games on here from 2021 that developers have sent me. There's no way I can cover every single game. I try to do one video a day, but it's really, really hard. So at the top of my list, Vertigo 2 today. I've got an embargo today, 4 o'clock. So that's my video for today. Lots of YouTubers I know will pre-plan to make a video for like Vertigo 2 a week before. Let's say the developer of Vertigo Games sends them a key a week ago. They do reviews anyway, so they like to play and finish the games before they make a review. Myself, I do first impressions. I don't do reviews, so I can just jump into a game, give you my impressions, and that's what my channel is all about. I want to give people what I feel like when I'm in the game for the first time, and I hope that comes across in my videos. So for me, pre-planning is not an option. I'll look at my list, I'll look at the embargo dates. I know my embargo for Vertigo 2 is today, so I'm going to play the game today. I'm going to do my first impressions video. You'll probably see my Vertigo 2 video before you see this one. Also, my little robot on the desktop, he talks and talks if I'm talking, so I'm going to have to turn him off as well. Emo, I'm very sorry, but it's time to go to sleep. He will now be quiet throughout the video. Sometimes I forget to turn him off and you might hear him in my videos. Now, a lot of you know I've not been very well. I've had to have major operations on my eyes. I'm just recovering from COVID. This is my first day out of COVID and I've got a lot to catch up on. I've got over 2 years worth of games to catch up on. If you look at my list here, look. In fact, Ghost Signal, I did that. I can take that off my list now. I did that yesterday. So I've got games on here, look. Synth Riders, new DLC, 15th of December 2022. November 17th, look, Aspire 2. Broken Edge, November 17th. As you can probably see, I'm so far behind, it's virtually impossible to cover every single game. And I'm at the stage now where I try to cover games that I'm interested in. There's so much crap out there. I just want to showcase games that I'm interested in, that I think you guys are going to find compelling. Now, lots of people say to me, you're very positive, I don't see you do any negative reviews. I will only do a negative video if I think people need to see it. 9 times out of 10, if a game's rubbish and I've recorded it, I don't like the gameplay, I didn't like the game, I'm just going to scrap the video. I'd rather you guys see a video that I've enjoyed making than watch me moan and whinge and complain, if that makes sense. If you see lots of people complaining that I'm very positive, that's the reason why. Okay, I know I'm going to be playing Vertigo 2. I need to get set up. I've got my green screen ready, I've got my lights on. Now I need to put my phone into the holder where my light is. I need to make sure my recording's on. I'm recording my desktop. For this video, I'm going to be using the Rift S. I would like to use the Quest Pro, but I have been getting some stuttering in my recordings. I don't know why. It's nothing to do with the Quest Pro. It's something to do with the Quest Pro, AirLink and OBS. I mentioned earlier I use OBS for recording my gameplay. So here's my OBS look. At the moment I've got it set up to record my desktop. If you look down here, look, I've got options to record the Oculus Rift S. I can record my PlayStation 5. If I put my PlayStation 5 on now, press this button here, I'm using a capture card to record the gameplay footage from my PlayStation 5 onto my PC. So you'll see, there we go, look, PlayStation logo. So this allows me to play PlayStation 5 games in VR, and I can record them all on my PC. But for today, we're going to be using the Rift S. So I'm going to select Oculus, going to grab my headset and make sure it's working. So I'm going to activate it by putting my finger where the sensor is. There's been some issues with my Oculus Rift S not booting up. I have to take out the USB cable in the back, so let me do that now. Take out the cable and put the cable back in again. Hopefully that's going to activate the Rift S. I'm just waiting for the software to, there we go. So Rift S is now booted up, but I can't see anything on the screen at the moment, look. So this is still blank. This is my recording screen. I'm using a program called Oculus Mirror, which is here. If I run that, you can now see it recording on my OBS recording software. At the moment though, this is very jerky. Some people, it can make them feel a bit sick. I've got options here. If I go to here, File, click on Load Settings, it's now stabilized the image, look. So one of the main programmers who made this Oculus software, he sent me the settings for recording. This is a really smooth image now for recording. You can see it's totally stable. This is my ideal way to record VR footage on the Rift S. I would use a similar technique for recording footage on the Pimax, the Cosmos, Pico 4, that sort of thing. And if I had an index as well, I'd probably use a similar setup. So that's my Rift S recording. Like I said, I'm using a new method to record my voice. This is new to me, so I don't know how this is going to work. Originally, I used ModMic. I'm going to show you how I use ModMic to record as well. So I use this program here, it's free. It's called Audacity. I've got my ModMic on. This is wireless. It's connected to my PC. There's a wireless dongle in the back. Now here's Audacity. I click on OK. This is all set up. As soon as I hit record, you'll see this start recording my voice. Testing, 1 2 1 2. That is now recording my voice, so that will go onto my Rift S. I could leave this on as a backup. So not only have I got the ModMic recording my voice, which you can see here, I've got this recording which I'm going to use hopefully in the main video. I'm also got my phone recording as my backup as well. I've had people complaining in the past about my audio. That might be because I'm using my phone audio. If this does not work properly, if it's all crackly and it's unusable, then I have to fall back to my phone recording. I do try to let people know in my videos what method I'm using, so if this fails, I will put like a little disclaimer saying I do apologize for the audio. I'm having to use the audio from my phone. But now today, this is my first time using 3 methods to record. But like I said, I'm hoping to use the audio from here for this video. So hopefully the audio you're listening to now is from this here. I also think this is going to be really handy for outside because you get these, they go on the top to muffle out all the wind, all the sound and everything. Okay, so now we need to start up SteamVR. I'm going to shrink this down. Audio is working. I'm recording my desktop. I'm recording what I can see in the headset look. We're going to start SteamVR. I've got Vertigo 2 ready to go. Click on SteamVR. And you should see this change. There we go, look. We're now booted into my Steam home. There we go. Now I'm going to record my gameplay. I'm going to put my phone in my holder. I'm going to stand in front of my green screen, remove my chair, and I'm going to actually record my impression video now. After I've done my impressions video, I'm going to show you my editing process, how I go about editing all the footage, that sort of thing. But for now, we're good to go. Also, I use this handy tool here for recording my phone on the desktop, or if I go anywhere, I can put this on a table, slot my phone in there, and it's nice and stable. Okay, so phone going in the holder, there we go. Still recording. I need to make sure I've got the center of my green screen. I don't have to worry about the phone being straight. I can alter all that in the editing process as well. So now we need to get rid of the chair. I'm going to put on my hat. I use this all the time in my VR headsets. It keeps them nice and clean, and also allows me to let my friends try my headsets, knowing that they're nice and clean. I also wipe them down as well with a wipe. Okay, headset on, earbuds on. I'm just going to double check all my recording. I can see my phone's recording. My desktop's still recording. Let me check my audio. See, my audio's gone off on the mod mic because I've not charged it up. So that is now useless for me. I normally charge this up overnight. As you can see, it's dead. The phone's charge gone on it. That could have just cut out on me during this recording. So I would have no audio for this video, and I would have to rely on the phone audio. It's back on now, but it needs charging up really. So I'm going to rely on this mic today. I'm stood on my mat. I'm in the center of my green screen. I'm now going to do my intro for the game. Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video. Really excited to... Hi guys, PD here. Could take me a few attempts to get everything right. I tend to cut out everything I do wrong. Now, some people have noticed in my videos my mouth is talking, but they can't hear me because that's something I've either repeated or I've said wrong, or the facts are wrong. So having a separate audio source, I can remove that audio. And I'm just going to check that the recording is nice and smooth on my monitor. Yep, that looks okay. Now, if you're recording VR videos, try to remember to move slowly. If you're doing this, everything looks really jerky, and it can put some people off. So I tend to get into the routine of moving like really slowly, methodically, so that the footage is really nice and smooth. Okay guys, I've just finished my playthrough, my impression of Vertigo 2. I'm now going to stop all my recording, and then we're going to jump into the editing part of the video. Stop audio, and then we're going to save the audio. I'm going to call it Vertigo 2. save it. I'm going to start the recording on my desktop. Okay, I've just had an hour's break. I've had lunch. I've been to fetch my car from the garage. I'm recording the editing phase of this video on my phone, so you get to see the difference in quality of the audio on my phone compared to the new mics I've got. I've already transferred the files from this microphone, there's a USB-C there, to my PC. So these are the files from this new microphone. It seems to save the audio after so much time. These will all fit together, and this is the recording from the mod mic. So if I play this one, this is mod mic. Testing 1 2 1 2. But we know that's not going to work because, so there you go, you can probably hear the airplane now. So this method using the phone as well is going to pick up all the background noise. I know the mod mic cuts out, so I'm not going to be able to use the mod mic. This is the recording from this. And I would use a similar method for index. This microphone is still new to me, so I might need to do some experimenting and tweaking, but for now I'm going to use this the microphone footage in my video. These go back in here on charge, and these are now ready for when I want to use them again. Now we're going to start the editing process. This is the longest part of the video. It can take up to 4 to 5 hours just to make one video. The first thing I need to do is to make a thumbnail for the game. Normally I will go to the developer and I try to find a press kit. Vertigo 2 does have a press kit, so I'm going to follow the link and I'm going to download it here onto my PC. So here we have the press kit, and I can use this to edit my thumbnail. I'm going to run my PaintShop Pro. This is what I use to edit my thumbnails. Now I'm going to drag all the files across into my PaintShop program, and we're going to choose one that I want to use for the thumbnail. I'm going to find one I like. Okay, I found a thumbnail that I like. The image is a bit too big, so I'm going to reduce it down a little bit. Go to image, resize, 1920 by 1080. There we go. I'm going to use this program's built-in adjustment, and it's added a bit more light to the image. Also, I'm going to sharpen the image. Now I need a picture of me with a green screen. I've got plenty of pictures of me archived. I've got some of me in the Rift S, so I'm going to find a picture of me in the Rift S with the green screen. Go to open. These are all my files, look. These are all my images that I use. And I'm looking for one with a green screen. Here we go, look. So these are me with the Quest 2. This is the Rift S. This is one where I've already took out the green screen. So I'm going to use one with a green screen just to show you the process of how we make thumbnails. Let's go for this one here. So there's me with the classic open mouth pose. I want to get rid of the green backgrounds. Now I tend to go to my thumbnail. I'm going to be using this side, I think. So I'm going to right click this colour here to get a background colour that I can use for my transparency in here. So now I need to get rid of this green. If I go into my options here, go to Magic Wand, I'm going to select the background. I'll set a tolerance for the green. 35 is about normal. Now when I hit delete, it's going to get rid of all the green around me. I need to make sure I get rid of the green inside there and around here as well. So there's my image that I can use on the thumbnail, and I can get rid of all the background. Go back in here, go to selection, and then I'm just going to select this part here. Go to image, go to crop selection, and then we need to copy. And then I'm going to paste it on here. It's going to be really, really big. Paste it as a transparency. That's too big. Go to my pick tool, and I'm going to reduce myself here, shrink myself down. Made a mistake. Undo. Try again. And I'm facing the wrong way, so I need to make sure I flip the image. So that can go in there like that. Me looking shocked at the alien with a hand for a head being blown to bits by the amazing weapon there. Now I need to add the Vertigo logo, which is here. We're going to copy again, paste, and we're going to place it there. I don't need to add a shadow, it's got like a shadow anyway. Now I need to find my logo, go into my default image folder, select my logo, copy, paste it down in the bottom right corner, make sure it fits. Now all I need to do is save the image. Okay, Rift S Vertigo 2, save it. There's my thumbnail for the video on YouTube, so that when you look for my videos on YouTube, you'll find this thumbnail. Also, I like to use a thumbnail in my editing process in the video as well. So that's the artwork done. Now I'm going to boot up my editor that I use to edit my videos. I use DaVinci Resolve, which is free. It's a fantastic editor, it does everything you want it to do. I've got a template here that I use. So this is my template I use every time on all my videos. I'm going to select my template. DaVinci has a habit of saving itself after so many minutes, so I don't want DaVinci to overwrite my template. So I'm going to do a manual save now. That saved the template. Now I'm going to save again with the name of the video. So go to File, Save Project as Rift S Vertigo 2. So now I have a save file for the game. So if I quit the program now, it's not going to mess up my template. During my lunch break, I transferred all the files from the various devices onto my PC. I put them all into this little folder here, look. This is the video footage from the game from my desktop. This is the footage from my phone, which I can see right now. This is the new audio from my brand new mics. And this is the audio from my mod mic, which I know is not going to work. This is the result of my play session today. And I need to import it all into here. Go to Import, Media, and I'm going to find the folder. These are the files. I'm going to grab them all apart from the mod mic. And we're going to open these up. So now I'm importing all these files into DaVinci Resolve so that I can edit them. That's done. So now I need to import the thumbnail we just made. File, Import, Media. Go to my thumbnails, images, and it was Rift S Vertigo 2. Vertigo 2, there we go. So there's my thumbnail. So this is my template, this is my default intro. Sweet. You probably guys know it by now. There's a note here. Remember Quest Audio. This is to let me know that any footage I use from the Quest 2 or Quest Pro, the audio is mono. Every time I make a video on the Quest 2 or Quest Pro, I have to manually edit the files to make sure it's in stereo. If I don't do that, you'll hear the audio on one side of your speakers. And there's been numerous times I forgot to do that. So I've given myself a handy hint. This will remind me every time I load in DaVinci and I'm editing a video. Rift S recordings are in stereo, so that I don't really need to pay attention this time. Going to remove that. I'm going to add my thumbnail, which goes in here. I'm going to drag it across. I'm going to add a transition. I don't know if you've noticed this in my videos, but every time I do a cut, I have a really nice transition from one image to another image. Now, some content creators don't go the extra length of doing that, and you'll see just a straight cut. I like to add this effect because it blends in nicely from one image to another one. let me show you right now. Look, I'm going to leave this as normal. You watch this transition from here to here on the screen. Watch it on the screen here. Look, watch. It goes straight snap to this picture. Now watch when I add the transition. Go to timeline, add video only transition. Now you watch this now. See how you get a really nice smooth transition. Doing that in all my videos, every time I cut something I don't want, takes a lot of time. For me, editing a video that I've recorded is a lot harder and longer than, let's say, I go to a trade show. If I go to a trade show, all I've got is video from my phone, and it's really easy to just cut and paste. Doing a video like this, I've got 3 different methods of editing I need to piece together to get everything to work fluidly. So that's the thumbnail in. I can save it. Always make sure you save your work. Now I'm going to add the video from my camera and my desktop. This is my desktop recording. That goes there. Scroll up a little bit. And this is my camera recording. And in here, look, you can see the green screen and everything. So the first thing I need to do is to get rid of the green screen. So I go to filters down here, scroll down, find the 3D keyer. We drag this onto the video file. I can see it's worked, it says FX there. Go here and then we select Open FX Overlay. That's going to allow me to actually draw in here now. Now I can draw out the green screen, so we're going to start from the bottom, get rid of all the green screen. I can get rid of the green screen a bit more. If I use this feature here, there's spill all the way to the right. And also if I go to Map Finesse, scroll down a bit, this in-out ratio, I tend to bring it down to here. Now that I've filtered out all the green screen, I can go to video. I can zoom in and out. I can move the picture down. I tend to have it on the left hand side here. I need to make sure this is reversed because my phone records in reversed. So I'm going to flip the image. If I was wearing a t-shirt on here with some writing on, it will now be the right way round. So I'm going to put myself down here. And now I need to get rid of the top and the sides of my video here. So I use this cropping feature. And we're going to scroll this across, get rid of that. Do the same with the top. And that's me basically green screened out of the video. So now when I come to edit the video, look, I'm actually inside the game now. Now my recording of the actual game itself, there's some black borders there, so I'm going to select the game video here. And I'm going to zoom in slightly just to get rid of these black marks here. I'm also going to check the video because the way that Oculus Mirror records my footage, to keep the footage nice and stable, it like wobbles on the edges to keep everything nice and stable. So sometimes in the video, if I click play, let me just turn the sound on. 8 months ago. Sometimes in the video I get to see the edge of the wavy lines. I'm not seeing any on here at the moment, so this looks like it's going to be perfect. Now I need to sync up my phone recording and the game footage. Now because I normally stop both recordings at the same time, I can drag the video footage to the end of my phone footage. Around here somewhere is where I start to do the record prompt. Okay guys, it's took me a lot longer to sync up my video and my film recording because I forgot to do that when I was doing the actual recording. I've managed to get it synced together. Now here you can see what I was talking about with the black background. If I click play, look, watch the edge of the screen, look, you'll see the weird black lines that appear when I move my head too fast. There we go, you can see it there, look, you see. If at any time in the video I see this effect, this black line here appearing, then I need to make sure I select all my footage and then zoom in slightly using this here. And that's going to get rid of it. Okay, this is all synced up, so now I need to go to the start of the video where I do my introduction. This is the start of my video. I'm going to cut out everything else, edit that, use the razor blade. We're going to remove these parts of the video, and then I'm going to drag this all the way to the start of the video up here. So this is where my thumbnail starts, and again I'm going to add that transition to make it nice and smooth. This time I'm going to add the effect on both the camera recording and the gameplay. So now it should be a really nice transition into this section of the video. There you go. So now we need to add the official sound that I recorded on my new mics. So I'm going to have to find my audio. Here we go. DJI 5, 6 and 7. Most of 5 is going to be my guide for this part of the video. So I'm going to start with 6 and 7. Now I do know that these should match together. If I put these both side by side in my editor, once this one ends, I should automatically start talking in the right spot again. Normally, when I'm recording with the like mod mic, it's one big file. With these new mics, it stores the files individually after so many minutes. These could be like 20-minute segments, but I'm going to drag them across. I'm going to use 7 first. This is the end of my video, so this should match up with the end of me talking. So all I need to do really is match these waveforms here. Look, can you see? Now when I click play, I should hear a double sound. Yep, one from the phone and one from these new mics. So that's almost perfect. So I just need to zoom in a little bit. I need to make sure I get the bottom one spot on. That's more or less perfect. So now I've synced up the audio from my new mics with the audio from my phone, and I know that 6 is going to match perfectly with this, so I can drag this over here. So where it meets in the middle here should be perfect fit again. This should be, yeah, perfect match. Look, it sounds like these have worked. The audio quality is really nice. So if I mute the bottom one, this is the sound from the phone. Welcome to another new video. Really excited today. I'm checking out Vertigo 2. Now if I mute the phone audio, you can listen to my new mics on PC. Today I'm playing on the Rift S. I would normally be playing... I'm just going to check this is in stereo because I set the mics up to work to record in stereo. By default, these were recording in mono. So I'm going to go to clip attributes here, go to audio, and it's recorded in mono. It's not recorded in stereo for some reason. I might need to look into that. But I'm going to set this to stereo anyway. And then when I play now, this should be in stereo. I would normally be playing on the Quest. So had I not checked and just used the my new audio, it would have been mono only on the left hand side. So I'm really glad I checked. So the audio and the video are joined together. I'm going to unlink them. Click that, and then I'm going to delete it. So bye bye audio from my phone. Now all I need to do is to drag this file up, and it's now replaced the audio from my phone with the new audio from my new mics. So now this should sync with me talking. If it doesn't, then I can move the audio left or right so that it syncs. Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video. I'm just going to show you how I edit the start of the video from the intro to the start of the game. Then I'm going to show you how I edit Quest 2 and Quest Pro videos because it's a different method. Really excited today. I'm checking out Vertigo 2 on PC. Today I'm playing on the Rift S. I would normally be playing on the Quest Today I'm playing. So I messed up there. I'm going to edit this part out. So this bit's all going. And then I'm going to drag this across. So now I'm going to add that transition effect. So it's a nice seamless edit. On the Rift S, I would normally be playing on the Quest Pro, but I would normally be playing on the Quest Pro, but I would normally be playing. So I have messed up again. Again, I'm going to edit all this out. Click on that, click on that, click on remove. Then we're dragging this across. Do the timeline thing again. I do that every time I cut the video. That's why my videos take so long. And if you look back at my videos, every time you see a scene change, I'm having to use this process. Today I'm playing on the Rift S. I would normally be playing on the Quest Pro, but I'm having issues recording the Quest Pro through Airlink onto my PC. Something's not quite right. It could be a Windows problem. So for today, to make sure I've got a really nice video for you guys, I'm playing on the Rift S. Okay, so I noticed myself too far to the left. I'm going to grab all my phone footage and I'm going to move myself. Go to video. Slightly to the right. So that my arm's not touching the edge of the video. Don't forget I'm editing my impressions video for the game I just played. So again, this should be a seamless transition from here. Guys, I'm playing on the Rift S. Okay, Vertigo 2, let's go. Let's have some fun. Right, so now I'm going to remove the audio from the gameplay because there's no sound there. And I'm going to add my theme tune to the start of the intro. So right click on here, unlink the audio and the video, remove. Same again here. This is the my theme tune here, look. So I'm going to grab this here. It's going to be too loud, so I normally cut it around here. I add like a fade effect. And then I reduce the volume in here to about 15, minus 15. And now I can drag this all the way across. To make sure. Drag this all the way to here, to the start of the video. Again, add a fade towards the end. That's going to fade the sound out. So now look, when I play this back, you'll hear the transition from my theme tune into the background music playing during the intro as well. Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video. Really excited today. I'm checking out Vertigo. So now I've got some background music as well. I'm playing on the Rift S. Okay, Vertigo 2, let's go. Let's have some fun. And that's probably the hardest part of the editing done, because everything's synced up nicely. Okay, this is the start of the game. I'm going to get rid of all the fluff before it. So basically I've cut out all the footage of me getting into position, getting the controllers working and everything. So this is going to be a straight fluid transition from me doing the intro into the game. Now the game sound is a bit loud, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Have some fun. And that basically is the hardest part done. So now all I need to do is to edit the video, make it presentable for you guys. I'm going to spend a few hours editing this video now. Before I do that, I just want to show you how I do Quest Pro and Quest 2 videos, because I use a different method. So I'm going to load in my video from yesterday. Go to Project Manager. It's the Quest Pro, not for broadcast video. Click on that. It's loading in. Okay, so this is my Quest Pro video from yesterday. Basically, it's the same principle. Look, I did the intro. I did the talking here. playing a brand new game on the Quest Pro. The only difference is Quest Pro video footage and Quest 2 video footage, because it's come natively from the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro, the video is not 1920 by 1080 like the video I just recorded on my desktop for Vertigo 2. I've took this video footage directly from the Quest 2. If I was to remove some of these parts here, which I added to the video, you can see here, look, this is me. Let me mute myself. So this is the actual size, that's the actual size of Quest 2 footage. Let me just show that a bit bigger. So this is Quest 2 footage, and as you can see, lots of gaps at the side. What I can do is, I've got two options, and I've used both options before. Option 1 is to put it to the right, zoom in a little bit, make it so there's a bit of a gap here, and in this gap I can then add some different graphics. So I can add like the not for broadcast, the logo, which I can put in here, or just some background image, which is here, look. So that's going to fill in the void there, and then I can put myself back over there, and I can move myself anywhere in the video really, look. I can put myself there. I would need to get rid of this part here and put myself at the top. I can get rid of this line here, look. So it's quite versatile, this program, for editing. I love it. I can shrink myself down, make myself bigger. The sky's the limit basically. So my second option is, normally by default when I load in the Quest 2 or the Quest Pro footage, it looks like this. If I go to my editor here to the right, if I go down to real time and scaling here, scroll down to scaling, and if I select the fill, that will now stretch the image. That needs to be on 0. This has now stretched the image of my Quest 2 footage to the size of my desktop. So this is 1920 by 1080. I have used this method before in my early videos, but now I like to spend a bit more time to add the sidebars and just basically use the default footage as it is, because it looks a lot sharper and a lot clearer when it's not stretched. You can probably see here, look. You can see this is stretched compared to this image here. I'm now going to go back to my Vertigo 2 video, File, Project Manager, Vertigo 2, and I saved it. So now I can spend time editing the video. This is going to take me a few good hours to edit. I'll come back and show you how to finish the editing, how to process the video, and then how to upload the video to YouTube. So I'll see you in a few hours. Okay guys, that's the end of the editing phase. I spent a few hours editing the video. I just need to add my outro to the end. So I'm just going to add my outro. You can see all my progress here, look. This is my editing work here. And don't forget, every time I've done like a cut here, I've done the transition. I did notice with my new mics, when I looked down, the sound was a lot louder. Also, when I looked up, the sound was not so loud. So my sound level here, look, this is normal. It's about 11. When I look down, I've had to turn it right down to 4. Okay guys, see you later. Bye. Just to match the sound levels. These are working really well. The only thing I need to consider is when I look down, I need to lower my voice a little bit. So I might need to try and find a way to put the mics at the side of the headset, similar to the mod mic. So let me find my outro. This is my new outro. Put that on here. Again, do the transition. So we should have a nice fluid outro. Let me just reduce that a little bit. I love these mechanics. Okay guys, see you later. Bye. So we're going to save the file, save the project. Now I need to export the video ready for YouTube. Again, with DaVinci, really simple. Just go to export the file, click on YouTube, export, and I need to call it a name, Rift S Vertigo 2. Save the file, and it's going to take, this is an estimate of the time, it can take up to an hour. Once this has been processed, I'm going to have a video ready to upload. I will check the video, make sure it's okay, make sure the sound's matching, that sort of thing. And then I'm going to upload the video to YouTube. YouTube's going to do a similar process to this. It's going to process the video ready for people to watch. It's just gone past 3:30. My embargo is 4 o'clock, so I'm going to miss my embargo. There's probably going to be lots of videos on the game at 4 o'clock. At this rate, I'm predicting my video will be live around 6 o'clock, so I've got another 2 hours yet. I started this whole process about 10 o'clock this morning. As you can probably see, it took around 6 hours to make one video, and I do this every single day. Some videos can take 10 hours, some videos can take 8 hours. It depends on the format and the content really. So for all you budding VR content creators out there, I hope you find this guide really useful. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to hit my little bell. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching guys. Bye!
Funny, as I was walking from the train station, I bumped into Paradise Decay, who obviously mods our streams regularly and is like, you know, a huge part of the community. And Dr. Oculus, they were kind of lost walking around, and I went up to approach him, and Paradise Decay thought I was going to mug him or something. But I actually just went and just gave him a big hug. So all right, let's go, boys. Let's make the magic happen.
So you've tried to salvage it?
Nathan, if you want, I can hide your nameplate.
Why?
Then people can't see how bad you are.
That roast. Someone called a fire brigade. Nathan's on fire. He just got roasted by PD.
Might want to break there, Mike.
Why is PD going the wrong way around the track?
Shits and giggles.
That's awesome.
His eyes are sorted now.
Yeah, I gotta say, his eyes have been fixed. He should be alright now. His eyes have been fixed.
Oh yeah, you're in. Okay.
Whoa, there he is!
Jesus Christ!
That's
Off track.
PD, I was dead. You were running around for me like, Steve, where are you?
That's why it was perfect. He didn't even know he could kill people.
Hey, we're not friends anymore, PD. It's over, man. It's over.
PD's sitting there playing the fool. He's like, how do I get rid of the map? What's going on?
Yeah, he totally was doing that. I was totally thrown off by that.
What is Blissful Life? To be looking for Steve.